What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stay Hot live film breakdown of an upcoming NFL draft prospect. Today, we are looking at A.D. Mitchell, Texas wide receiver, former Georgia Bulldog. Theo's got the tape up. And Theo, if you want to explain kind of how this works for those that are new.
Yeah, I think that we've been doing a couple of these now, and we just go through the game and talk about what we're seeing, and it's been all wide receivers so far. We have watched this game before, but we watched it for Xavier Worthy, who I've watched a bit of since we did this film review. I'm not as high as Xavier Worthy as I was before, I think. He's kind of one of the odd men out, I think, when we look at all these guys and think about first round picks, in my opinion. So I'm excited to watch his running mate, A.D. Mitchell, or Adonai. I saw someone in the comments talk about how he's not going by A.D. anymore. But Mitchell's lore is that he was a 3-star recruit, so not necessarily the biggest recruit at Georgia. Found his way onto the field there as a freshman. Sophomore year was banged up, didn't record many stats, and then transferred to Texas to be closer to his daughter, apparently. He is 6'4", and like 190 pounds. So pretty tall guy. I watched his highlights before watching this game, and I would say he has some Garrett Wilson particles in there.
It's high praise.
It is high praise.
That's high praise, I say. And
I'm just saying kind of stylistically. I don't know how he is as a route runner, but at the catch point...
So he's like dope at everything?
Let's see if he ends up being dope at everything. But that's kind of... in terms of his body control and just kind of ability to snag things outside of his frame. That's kind of what the highlights reminded me of. He's at the bottom of the screen here. Nice little outside release and then slant versus man coverage. Creates a ton of separation, but it is not going his way.
But he got him.
He does got him.
Instead,
they get it to 4.
They need to track that as a stat.
How many got-ems did you get?
How many got-ems does he have in a game? We're sitting on one got.
It's the wide receiver equivalent of a big time throw.
So pass rush win rate.
and he's a little nasty with the run blocking. You know, anybody who tries is like top 75 percentile. As a wide receiver blocker.
Yeah, you'll find a role in the NFL if you give effort in blocking, I promise.
Tell that to Equanimous St. Brown. He's the best slot blocker in the league. He's not on the field. So he is on number 3 again, stemming that thing inside, then cutting out. But it's a run. Don't hate the route, but
it seems like if he had really gone for it, yeah. I guess he's seen it. It's a run. That's a good point. I'm silly.
Apparently, the Texas running back is, I don't know if it's number 4 exactly, but when we watch our running backs, it seems that like he'll be. Brooks, I believe, is his last name.
Is he supposed to be certified?
He is supposed to be certified.
All right. So it looks like he's just trying to clear out for that front guy in the bunch, but kind of gets going a bit far over his pads, and then when he breaks, he just kind of stumbles. Really? Yeah. He was able to gather himself pretty quickly.
I guess
there's a silver lining, man. I mean, he
does gather.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, like, okay, imagine that there's just like no safeties on the field. You could throw that to him.
If only there were 10 men on the field.
Yeah.
I guess.
We are looking for silver linings. Silver linings only.
Franklin next week maybe is the last receiver that we'll do, and then we'll move on to another position.
We have done a lot of receivers.
When Ewers taken off. Kind of lucky he didn't get called for false start there. Maybe he timed it just right. Did you see Leggett had like 170 yards last week?
He's good.
He is good. I'm on board. Yeah. He kind of seems like the type that could forever be injury prone because he's just like too explosive and fast for his size. But
that's an awesome take. You should share that. You should be like, honestly, he's too explosive and good.
That just feels like something is going wrong. I'm in, but I'm like, there's no way this actually works. Have him running straight through the teeth of the defense here.
Yep.
Trying to be a drift route off the shotgun play action. There is quite a lot of this.
Yeah, there's just too many guys covering.
Quite a lot of bodies there at the middle of the field, so you're not really going to be able to.
I love just the just the complete shove on number 6 there.
Yeah, they're only rushing 3. It looks like cover 3 with an extra body to really just take that away, honestly.
When it gets taken away, it gets taken away, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't know how much I don't know how good Mitchell would have to be to catch it.
Well, imagine if he was twice.
Is that even Mitchell? He's number 5, right?
They got so they just lied it to us. Okay.
They did just lie.
But if number 8 was twice as tall, you could probably throw it to him anyway. So
run where he's not really even blocking.
Boring. Throw the bomb.
Man coverage against Kool-Aid. Also a run.
It's a shame. Kool-Aid is 1, right?
Yeah. Just a little shallow cross.
Is number 3? I mean, he's starting at cornerback for Alabama. I'm sure he is. But what level of NFL prospect is number 3? Do you guys have any idea? Or
I don't. I don't.
Fair enough.
Makes a good tackle here, though.
Yeah.
Getting the hands at good old number 4. Apparently a top prospect. That's a pretty nice run. All right, X receiver. Let's see if they give him a shot. No.
Jesus.
Gonna try and block the safety. Does not really.
No, he does
horrible
not.
Blocking form. Love the effort, but get your hands out there.
There's another joke idea for you. Do a scouting report on a top receiver, but care way too much about his blocking. Move him down several rounds because of his blocking.
I feel like that's a Rico Nose take.
Rico Nose is not paying attention to blocking, man. That guy's box score watcher. Hand it to him on the end around. Oh, he fumbled. He really is like Garrett Wilson.
Tough.
Was that a shot at my boy, or
that was a shot because he fumbled last night.
Theo, someone in the chat is saying you look like Gary Kubiak right now.
I kind of do with the hair.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
Gary Kubiak.
Is he blocking anybody?
No.
We're just
God.
Clear out.
Well, he's run like one real route this drive, and it was good.
Yeah. So he's the GOAT.
In the flat, nothing happening.
Okay.
Fourth down. Interesting play design.
They should have. They should have stopped that, maybe.
Yeah, the boundary corner.
Maybe try to yep.
Yeah, well, it's man coverage.
Yeah.
So two is trying to get over.
Yeah, so it's a pick play, but
it's a good
the
good
boundary corner doesn't. Not the boundary corner. The other guy doesn't take the pick, and is just not in position to make a play because he doesn't try to get through that.
Yeah, he goes over it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Good
play call versus man.
Golly.
I couldn't quite pick a Mitchell total masterclass, unfortunately, because he's not the biggest prospect, so there's not too many games to choose from. He does end up with a couple catches for 70 yards, I believe, in this game, though.
Okay.
So they are coming.
I thought Mitchell was like a real serious day one guy. Maybe I'm totally out of touch and stupid, but I thought he was getting in that conversation. Am I wrong?
He is. I mean, he's in the conversation. I wouldn't say that he's considered any kind of lock. This is really the year where he's breaking out. So he's a quick riser right now. But before this year, I don't think that was the case because he was hurt so much last year. Seems to be stumbling a little bit in this game.
I can't tell if he's stumbling or if he is just super aggressive and dipping his shoulder.
I think it's both. I think that he is super aggressive and dipping his shoulder, and that causes him to stumble.
There's no way he was doing that. Like both his hands are forward like that. That's a stumble. But I'll say this. Look,
hard to get hands on. I mean,
yeah. I'll say this.
He'll just get his back.
Kind of works.
Yeah, I mean,
he is open here.
Yeah, if he stumbles for a step, but he regains it instantly, so be it.
Can y'all make a playlist for all these reviews? Yeah.
We should.
Yeah. That'll take 2 seconds.
Yeah, he gets his feet even, and honestly, McKinstry kind of starts to open up the wrong way here, and then he's right inside.
That's
actually a pretty good release.
Yeah, it does. Even if he does stumble a little bit, it works. And last time when he stumbled, he still got past his guy.
Yeah,
he's stumbling to success.
He's kind of a stumbling, bumbling player, I would say, but makes the most of it.
I'm not sure how much I like this route concept because I feel like the tight end is kind of bringing people into the window that Mitchell is. I think he should just be in the flat or something. But what do I know?
He's twitchy as hell. Yeah, I agree. He looks like he moves pretty well for his size.
Yeah, he does. Not to him, not involving him.
Come on. Lame and boring.
There, they probably could have thrown it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you let that thing go right, if you were really confident that Kool-Aid wasn't going to take it.
I guess there's nothing wrong with picking up the first down.
No. I don't know.
That was the most unconfident throw I've ever seen.
Oh, yes. I remember this one.
Oh.
The bomb.
The Worthy to Mitchell bomb.
Doesn't get much better than that.
It doesn't.
Not only a bomb, but a trick play bomb. That's why we watch.
I honestly think Mitchell didn't expect Worthy to get it out that far. Like, I feel like as soon as he turns on the jets, he slows up, expecting to have to go over the guy, and then is like, "Oh shit, Worthy bombed that thing." I love receivers mechanics, dude. That crow hop forward.
Hey, it got the distance though.
It gets down there, man.
Yeah, it's a good throw. It's just that wind up. You whip that shit. I honestly don't think Mitchell was expecting for it to go out that far. He does draw the foul, though. He's fast enough to do it on number 3 on the outside.
I think he's obviously pretty fast.
He is fast.
Yeah, he does have some burst to him.
Yeah, he hits that gear real quick. I agree. I don't know if his top end speed is like mega crazy, I guess. But he gets going real quick.
Where is he in the slot? Allegedly, according to our lying lines. They got to stop running it because he's always open on these routes when they run it.
He's probably only open because they ran it.
No. That's not it.
It's a pretty efficient break. I mean,
yeah, but there's no one in the
1,
middle.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Just a good little speed turn. And 2 is in the middle.
Gonna be a high RAS guy.
But it doesn't really
see that.
matter.
I mean, RAS. I have my problems with RAS scores, but
yeah,
I think they favor small dudes too much.
You mean big dudes?
I mean small dudes.
Really? I feel like they always if you're tall, it just like gives you a 10.
Yeah, if you're tall, you get 110. But if you're small, if you're lighter, you're going to be way more agile. And you're going to get like 10-second, 20-second, 40-second.
92.
The 3-cone, the shuttle.
Because 92 in beast mode, and I was enjoying it. Anyway.
Real ball knowers.
Thanks, man. The comments.
Oh. There we go. Sustaining a block for kind of. What does that say? Jesus took timeouts too? What is that? What is that referring to in the Bible?
Maybe
Jesus had fantastic clock management.
I don't know. Maybe I guess I'm not familiar.
I'm not familiar either. Jesus took timeouts too.
That just doesn't really. I mean, Nothing against
I'm
it.
just
It
gonna-
doesn't
what
really-
does
I
that
feel
mean?
like they could have. I just.
I will be randomly tweeting that out from the Stay Hot account at some
Just
point
don't.
next Sunday.
Don't tweet that out.
Don't do
He probably would take McCarthy. This is a nice play by 96. Yes, sir. Bang.
Yeah.
Yep. I think these Alabama defensive linemen might be all right.
These Alabama players certainly.
He's kind of funky.
So here's the
What is?
It's like I can't tell what this is. It's like a double move that he lets up on because the ball gets thrown.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the little like stutter and go, and then I think he was expecting. And he settles down. I don't know. Worthy is wide open here. Oh, so is the other guy.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe this was like a choice route.
No, I think it's a route you see actually. I mean, at least watching Washington, they would do this all the time. It's like a double move or a stutter and go and then come back around. But
It's just kind of weak. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it
it's
was
good
just a
coverage
stutter and
by-
go that he just stopped running on because the ball was thrown, maybe. Huh? I don't know.
But he's not
I mean, you
looking
can't
back
know the ball
until
is
now.
thrown. I
Yeah.
think. Who knows? Who knows what the intent of that is? I think
Maybe he just gives up.
versus single high, you'd think you'd want to keep running down the sideline.
Right.
But I don't. I guess I just don't.
But yet he didn't do that.
He didn't.
So-
he didn't.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Rewind that Quinn throw.
41. Who is that?
Dang. That's ridiculous holding.
Yeah, it.
He may be holding.
That's a hell of a move. That is ridiculous holding. No flag called.
No call. No call.
That would make me mad if that
That
ever
He got the
happened.
pressure,
upset.
though. He got the pressure.
It wasn't
Sweat
enough,
is
man.
a
Quinn.
beast, dude. I have seen him. Not specifically watching for him, but watching Texas versus Washington last year. I had to look up who the defensive tackle was because he was playing so well.
I think there's a number of good defensive tackles in this class.
Yeah, I know the Illinois guy's a beast.
Dude.
He's worthy.
Dude, he's gonna go probably around in that. I think they're projecting that 10 to 15 range. I think that's pretty fair. Which a defensive tackle just means like you're a total beast. That's about as.
Yeah, it does.
How high did Sue go?
He must have gone pretty high. I mean, I wasn't really scouting anywhere close to that point, but
No, I
everyone
believe you
who
were 8.
was, anyone who was always is talking about like how Sue is the greatest prospect ever.
Yeah. I mean, he was like in the Heisman race legitimately. He's second overall,
Yeah.
but he was different, man. I mean, to be in the
Who went
Heisman
first
race
that
as a
year?
defensive
2010.
tackle.
It was Sam Bradford number 1, Ndamukong Suh number 2, Gerald McCoy.
Were they on the same
went-
team? No.
Who, Bradford? No, Bradford was drafted to the Rams. And Sue
Well,
was
who did
drafted
Sue
to the
play?
Lions.
Who did Sue play for in college?
Nebraska.
Oh, college.
Nebraska. That's right. It was
Yeah.
two Great Plains teams.
Gerald McCoy also played for Oklahoma, though. And he went 3rd.
Oh. See, this is what I'm
So-
talking about with worthy man. I guess we already broke down this play at length. Why don't you just run through him?
Why?
Three of the first 4 players taken in that class all went to Oklahoma. Sam Bradford, Gerald McCoy, Trent Williams.
It's pretty
Really?
good.
Yeah.
Just sitting down in mesh. Nice job, honestly. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field there. To just get to that spot cleanly without getting hung up, I think is actually kind of a win for him there. Kind of slithers around number 2.
Yeah. I think he's pretty snaky and fluid, and
that's the Garrett Wilson. Like, I feel like Garrett Wilson is
he ain't
sneaky.
Wilson, little bro.
He's not. I mean, no one.
He ain't Wilson.
He's not Wilson. Has he had a catch yet, though?
No. Concerning.
Most concerning. He's been open, though.
Yeah, he has. Particularly on the plays where they're running.
Where was the arrow? Oh, there. The arrow was pointing to the tight end for a second. Here is that potential first drafted running
I think
back.
24 is Brooks and 4 is a different guy, somebody said.
By the way, today I was on a podcast with Charles McDonald. It's coming out soon, I hope.
Hi.
And for it, I made my call. I'm going to give it an exclusive sneak peek here on this live stream. Caleb Williams, QB1 of the draft over Drake
Wow,
May.
man.
It's my official stance.
Spicy hot take.
Yeah, very hot take. Caleb Williams, QB1.
It's gonna be as bad as any prospect narrative has ever been, I think. I'm projecting nastiness from Twitter.
Yeah, I think that's always a safe bet.
I think particularly with Williams, though, no.
I don't know how anyone could watch May and not be pretty impressed. Like, May is very good.
Case for May over, like, I
think so too.
I get the avenue for sure.
But I think Caleb reminds me honestly a bit of Lamar. He's not quite as skinny and fast, but I think that that's just kind of what I think he can look like in the league. Is Lamar Jackson. I think Mahomes is a bit unattainable.
Yeah.
Not much.
Lamar's kind of unattainable too, just because he moves so differently.
I think Caleb moves pretty differently too, though. Like,
okay, yeah, I mean,
Caleb's pretty. I mean, is there a game that he's played in where he hasn't been the best player in it? I don't think so. There he's open.
What are his rushing
Throw him
stats?
Throw him the goddamn ball.
Me personally.
God dang it, Bobby.
See, stupid college football stats do not tell you anything about rushing because they count sacks as a yards loss. It's so stupid.
That is dumb.
Williams doesn't have crazy top speed, but it's still quite good for a quarterback. Like, I think he's pretty damn fast. Like, he's not Fields fast or Lamar fast, but like, he's a better runner than Mahomes, absolutely. And he does have that kind of Mahomes type of elusiveness where he just always kind of has a knack to make people miss because he just has such a sense for leverage and like where to go to make it the most annoying for you.
People underrate that knowing where to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
another
Kelsey
route, just kind of that crosser.
Travis Kelsey is the single best player at knowing where to go.
He is. I think he looks a little. He's starting to get a little washed, though.
Stop.
I watched the Dolphins game. I didn't think he was moving. Really.
It's because his baby gorgeous is untorn. He can't see.
He was sleepy.
Anymore.
He was in. It's not his fault.
There's a nice release.
Yeah.
Little outside in. Does he point at him after beating him?
I respect it.
I
don't know.
That moves me. Is it taunting to point at a guy before the ball is thrown to you?
Like I don't know, but I think it is just because Josh Allen got one for pointing.
Yeah,
what is this play?
But he had the ball and was scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, and I thought it should have been a flag
because
it was cool.
I don't understand this play. Is it a screen that he just was deciding to an RPO maybe that he just should not have thrown? I think it is an RPO. Actually. Well, it's just such a strange blocking scheme.
Yeah,
everyone's sliding to left or right, I should say.
I think it's an RPO that maybe he holds for. Yeah, he holds that for a tick.
A good catch on the snap.
But he doesn't move off that read.
It's one that almost a great catch from Worthy. He's way up there.
He is. Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, we already watched this game. I think we talked about that, but
yeah, bro's 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that's
he did not do a thing on this play.
He blew a block.
I'm just gonna skip past that. Ignored.
This was not the game to watch. But it's on film. We gotta. I mean,
what was he thinking?
Just hasn't really been a big part of the.
No, I feel like he's looked good in it though. It feels like he could have had a big game if. I don't know.
Bro is just doing cardio. Sometimes that's just how it is.
So what have we got here? Just been kind of going through it. It's just that little switch release down the field. Not open. They do a good job dealing with it, passing it off.
Yeah. I feel like this is definitely more just them doing a good job dealing with it than.
Yeah. I don't think that there's anything route running wise he should have done differently.
Why does Quinn Ewers just look frightened every time he steps up into the pocket?
Stop.
Playing Bama.
Literally makes a wonderful throw.
He does, but like
Jesus took timeouts too.
He just he shakes and shudders.
Honestly, that's cool. Like it lets you know when they're coming out of timeout for all 22.
There we go.
How about that?
So on Kool-Aid here. Honestly,
honestly, I feel like he gets pushed to the sideline a good amount, and this is just a wacky catch, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is not. We've seen him make good releases so far.
Yeah,
this game, this is not one of those.
No, that whole kind of he gets even and then just goes again, but there's just this time McKinstry doesn't bite inside at all. So.
No, he does not.
And then it's not a really explosive step off of that. So it's yours should have gone like back shoulder there, but he's still. I mean, this is a crazy throw from yours.
What a catch, man!
He's
that close
guts.
To the sideline.
Well, Ewers has a dude like standing right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
honestly, he's not as wide. He's not as close to the sideline as I thought, based on.
Oh no, he's not. That's a good point.
So he actually does give him a nice window, like because Kool-Aid is trying to push him out of bounds here.
But based on where he starts, He's
still, I think.
I don't know. I guess the idea of a fade is that you're fading towards the sideline more or less.
Yeah, to me that's decently acceptable. I mean, clearly it gets completed, and then here he's kind of just able to lean on Kool-Aid and then break off at the very end. Late hands too.
Yeah, late hands is nice.
Doesn't give him any chance to break this up.
It's not a great release, but it's nice strength through the route and at the catch point.
Yeah, it's a really nice job just kind of chiseling space for yourself.
Yeah.
At the very end.
I like that.
Really nice. Yeah,
chiseling
like that
space.
Mm-hmm. So that's his first big catch, or maybe his first catch in general.
Yeah, his first catch is just a 30-yard bomb.
I like whoever is pointing.
Here he has some gravity.
Rose Curry.
We'll never beat the Zach Wilson and Steph Curry comp ever.
Bryce is scary.
He's somewhat of a point guard, so we don't need to give him good receivers.
He could just shoot threes, and then
he's there's a low-key receiver. No one's talking. Marvin Harrison Jr. Is he the son of the other Marvin Harrison?
Common misconception.
Oh, he's...
Could you name... I guess you could. You could name your kid whatever you want. I could call my kid like Blaiden Kirk Jr.
Can we all name our kid Blaiden Kirk Jr.?
Yeah. I'm down, Theo.
Yeah.
Theo is not pulling through on this one.
So here they're in that bunch and they're still just trying to kind of... They honestly do a pretty good job passing this off and still playing man through the bunch. But then Mitchell, nice job here getting over that safety coming down.
Yeah, that's kind of nasty.
I like that.
Could have thrown it to him right up the pipe.
That's another got him.
Yeah, he's got 2 got hims this game.
Unfortunately, Mitchell cannot come down with the tough catch. You get the look you want. Probably could have been more on the back shoulder, but... You get a deep out. Did he catch it? It looks like incomplete.
Go to the other angle.
I think it is incomplete. Oof, he got decked.
Yeah. That's a huge hit.
So you got that dig.
Not the world's most amazing throw.
It's a little late.
He could have worked back to it a little bit more. I feel like right here you got to attack the ball a little bit more. He drifts. He stays in the same spot at best and kind of lets it get into his chest at worst. I feel like after this break comes and you're seeing that ball, I'd like to see him work back to it a little bit more here instead of letting it come to him. And number 3 is able to hit him at the catch point and break the ball up. To me, this is you're past the sticks. There's no reason to try to go get that ball a little bit sooner.
Yeah. The only thing I could think is that maybe he's trying to like settle in a window, but I think he's
trying to do that. But I think at this point here, like you got to step up a little bit.
You should really run down
once the ball is
the
in
window.
the air. Yeah, and once the ball is in the air, you've got to go.
Yeah, you just got to go to the ball at that point.
I mean, this one is not really.
I mean, you're way past the sticks. Like, there's no like. Yeah.
Capital A anticipation on that throw.
Whatever the opposite is.
Throw.
Yeah, it would have been dope if he didn't take a hitch, but
Yeah.
pause.
I mean, it's not a perfect throw as far as timing, but it's still one you would expect him to catch.
That would have been hard. Would have been quite hard.
Yeah.
Good play by the corner too, honestly.
It is.
I like that. Recovery speed. You get beat, you get back in the play.
Wahoo.
Yes. Wahoo.
Good run. And well blocked. More running, more running. Not what we're looking for. 2 goes beast mode here. Oh, I know this play. I remember it well.
Ruski.
I think you just legitimately fumbled.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
As opposed to Rutgers' stupid fake tush push fumble Ruski.
They tried the tush
That
push.
would have really kicked ass if it wasn't against my team.
I couldn't believe that they kept kicking field goals in that game, man. Why did Rutgers do that?
One thing that bothers me about that, though, is everybody talks about the game like, oh, if they just gone for it every time, they would have won. It's like, well, I don't think they would have gotten it every time.
Clearly, they didn't believe they
wouldn't.
didn't
Ohio State's
they-
short yardage defense has been very clutch this year.
I believe it. I still think like there was a point where they everything was going right.
You should have gone for it every time. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe
Do
it.
it
They
to 'em,
were. I
Quinn.
mean, they had just 2 golden drives right at the beginning, and to end that 7-6, like you're still losing. It's like, how do you expect to beat Ohio State kicking field goals? It was pretty pitiful, I thought.
Yes.
So you're just running that shallow cross, trying to avoid contact over the middle of the field.
I thought.
What is going on here with the throw? Nice job by 17, honestly.
Does this get batted too?
Yeah, I don't know what ball path. No, I don't know.
No,
Honestly.
I don't know. I don't think it does. I think it might just be a little bit out of reach.
I think it might just be bad.
It's a really nice job by 17, seeing that shallow cross coming and breaking out perfectly.
Working under the other receiver.
I was playing Madden earlier today. I was going crazy with the user lurk. I had some of my best user lurk plays ever this morning.
Were you playing online?
No, I'm playing a franchise between
you're
me and my
you're
friend.
you're getting user lurks against the computer.
That's kind of special. I can't lie.
That's kind of special. You might be like that, man.
Is it harder versus the computer?
Yes.
I was killing them. I was Fred Warner.
What difficulty are you playing on?
Oh, it wasn't the hardest one. It was.
Oh.
I play by myself on all Madden, but in these franchises with my friend, we're on all pro, and we just put up. I mean, I'm Malik Willis, and I'm the 1 seed in the.
I mean,
did you pick the Packers into a fantasy draft?
No, we were rebuilding
Who'd
team, so I picked the Giants, and then I traded all of the players that were making money, basically, and then it all just went into cap penalty, so I still had to pay their salaries, and so the offseason came and went. I couldn't make a single move because I was negative $70 million in cap.
Average Saints off.
I literally, it made me appreciate how fucked the Saints are, because I'm like, this is what the Saints are actually dealing with, and I can't do shit. I restructured everybody, I cut everybody, and I still was negative 30 million in the hole. So I just can't make any moves during this season, and I only have like the bare minimum amount of players. So when an offensive lineman gets hurt, like Trey McBride comes in.
Oh my
There he's.
God.
But I'm the 1 seed still, and here's Adonai Mitchell on the deep kind of double move. Looks like he might run that crosser and then takes it over the top.
There's that burst that we were talking about.
I like him better than Worthy, even though Worthy had the bigger game in this one. I think that he is a bit more of that special type.
I think he's got a little bit more. I feel like I remember Worthy not having the greatest release package, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good route too. There you go.
And that's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown. 1-on-1 with Kool-Aid. I mean, that's...
Get up on him. Fake one way and then go the other. It's just,
quick out of the
break.
This
is a little bit of a better job. I know like the route itself by design works away from the quarterback. You can see he doesn't just like attack straight up field. He kind of pulls away from Kool-Aid here and runs a little bit more flat.
Yeah, I mean, it's Kool-Aid is not even close.
This is a real angles. Like, just 1-on-1.
Yeah, this one could get put in just like a route running mixtape. It's very obvious and a clean win.
Yeah.
Better hands, route running, body control than Worthy. I might agree.
Nico Collins type of play. Actually, I believe he scored a couple weeks ago in the exact same way.
I can never think of Nico Collins without thinking of elite takes.
I agree.
Just trying to get vertical.
I'm sorry. Matt, I used one of your videos on your second account for an English paper. The paper was why LeBron is better than Jordan. What did I say?
I'm sure your English teacher was thrilled to read
I'd give you a 100 no matter what.
I'm just imagining someone like citing Matt in a paper.
Citing my second account. No
citing
less.
Corporate spawn hour.
Nice job by 40 here all over that screen.
Yup.
I think Bama
very rudely shoves the running back down to the ground.
NFL team that has like on the scouting report, he plays mean, but that's a negative.
Meanie pants. Who's
kind
13?
Soul in the positive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, offensive lineman doesn't have a mean streak in the positive. After Trevor Penning, that's how I'm going to start looking at linemen.
Gentle giant.
Putting mean streak in negative, gentle giant in positive.
Tweeting out hashtag BFG.
Another inbreaker versus dagger. Ball's already gone.
Draft coverage. Now, what I like about this guy, he's a sweetheart cutie pie, and a lot of teams are looking for that.
You want to be the kind of offensive lineman that if your running back scores a touchdown, they give you the football to spike.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh. Shit.
Hit him. Bang.
Shit.
As you said, this wasn't a...
Someone in
I mean, I think he had 3. These are the 3 catches, and all 3 were pretty huge.
Someone in the comments said that the second half was a masterclass.
Yeah, well,
no kidding.
Right.
Oh my god.
He's kind of a filthy route runner, man. And this is another got him. He has at least 4 got-ems this game.
Yeah, that burst is no joke at 6'4", and then he can track it over his shoulder and just like kind of snag it at the end. He's pretty good.
That stem is filthy. Outside, all the way to the DB's depth.
And then chop in another gear.
It's so patient.
I think this is a hell of a wide receiver class. Like compared to last
pretty good. I think in the top 16 you're gonna see Keon, Marvin, Neighbors, and then you could also see Rome.
Yeah.
I think that just is in the top half of the draft, right?
I mean, okay, of all the guys that we've watched, who all have we watched? Marvin, Keon, Neighbors, Rome, Worthy, Mitchell. We've watched somebody else. Leggett.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like 5 of those guys are going to be first round picks, and 2 of them I could see going in the top half of the second, as it stands right now. And honestly, I wonder if Leggett and Worthy get some first round hype too.
I don't know how much I love this. I know it worked earlier, but he gets that split release and then just kind of leans off that outside. It just doesn't seem to be the fastest off the line.
No, that was not good.
It's a run.
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to box him out.
17.
Run plays.
This is a nice play by a linebacker to make.
Yeah. Run plays are the opportunity to like try some funky stuff with your release. Because if it doesn't work, it's like, who cares?
Yeah, it's
God.
First overall, Cardinals take Marvin Harrison. Second overall, Caleb to the Bears. Third overall, Keon Coleman to the Bears.
So this is the running back that people were talking about.
Buka too. I think he could be, in that first round range. There's a lot of guys.
96 is been a bit of a problem too in this game.
Yep. Yeah, I question the Texas offensive line.
Yeah, they're kind of getting the Alabama front has kind of kicked ass in this game a little bit, but they lost. So.
Yeah, it's because they gave up.
Wins are an offensive line stat.
Worthy and Mitchell did both have great performances.
There's something I'd like from analytics bros. Like what's like the 32 win percentage for like a certain position group playing well for a team? Like what's the correlation there for each one?
Look at 32 here.
You do like EPA per play, per position, per win.
They even have EPA per play for non-quarterbacks?
I believe they do.
Yeah.
Really?
Sports Info Solutions, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good it is, but
I mean, so
I'm drafting these Bama linebackers, man.
Yeah, 17.
32, 17.
Bama has a shot at the playoffs, do they not? How many games have they lost? 2?
Just 1. They control their own destiny entirely.
They do. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this defense, I'm not surprised, honestly. Like this front, I know they've got Milrow, and that's kind of been a growing pain, but these guys seem like they're. I mean, I get that they lose this game and whatnot, and
no, I think you're totally right. I think people are sleeping on Alabama.
Jesus Christ, this front,
Jesus,
this front seven
is. First time anyone's ever said that. People are sleeping on Alabama.
This is another crazy play by 17. Just patient. Boom.
It's a lot of teams with rough quarterback situations, and I feel like theirs has maybe panned out a little bit better than Georgia's and Ohio State's.
17
is. I was about to say, like, it just kind of feels like watching a Georgia player from these past couple of years.
What would you say the key things that make him feel like a Georgia player are? Just like being really good,
being a fucking god, honestly.
Doing
I don't know,
awesome things in the front seven.
You look at the snatched waist from 17 here on their linebacker.
You see the way he makes playing the ball and is serving at the same time.
He's got a crazy build. He's got a crazy build, and he's just kicking ass. That's a Georgia player. It's also an Alabama player, but I don't know. They're just all fire. Except for the ones the Packers draft, apparently. Although the Packers defense has been kicking ass recently. They just can't run. They can't run on offense. So that's the end of the film.
I think he's quite good.
I think he's an intriguing option for sure. I think that he's 6'4", and you see the late hands on that route up the sideline. I thought that was all pretty impressive. I think some of the routes he ran were pretty impressive. Maybe some detail stuff with blocking, and I thought he maybe could have played that one that he dropped a bit better. But overall, I thought he seemed pretty smooth, pretty fast, pretty explosive.
Yeah,
a pretty good weapon, it felt like. So yeah, I can kind of buy into maybe some of after that one performance. Like, I can see some of the things that maybe you think that could make him a true X as a speed, height, ball skills guy with good route running. Like, yeah, I think he could be a number one. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to watch more. Right now, I would definitely say I'm intrigued by that performance. I think that he can really move. So I think next week we should do the Oregon guy, Franklin, and then after that we can probably move to, I don't know, whatever position group we want to move to. So
yeah, we can find.
I'd like to look at some of the edge, maybe the edge players.
The edge players. All right, let's look at some of the edge players.
Or if it's
I want to see UCLA's guy.
Look at some of those too.
Let's do edge. Let's do edge. I want to watch UCLA's guy. I don't think there are too many edges that are getting early consideration.
Yeah,
so
we can do
that
and look at some
do
other
too
stuff.
many.
I want to watch Verse.
Yes, I also do. But thank you all so much for tuning in.
Okay. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We'll be back with another episode Thursday morning. But until then, we'll catch you guys on the flippity flop.